to Elevation 44, where we learn how to master our energy. And we do that through three main areas: spiritual alchemy, astrology, and holistic living. It's your girl B. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I have a video for you guys today that I didn't really get into, but I mentioned in my Scorpio full moon video. This is a great ritual to do for the Scorpio full moon. It is also something vital and that can be done at any time. So you don't have to do this for a full moon ritual. You can do this at any time. But when there are certain planetary alignments and energies at play, that kind of helps us out a little bit more, gives us a little bit more of a boost. But again, you do not have to do this for the Scorpio full moon for it to be successful, okay? And what we're talking about today is balancing or healing the sacral chakra, okay? And that is why I'm in orange. I'm channeling this color, which is the color that's associated with the sacral chakra, okay? So I'm not gonna chat too much. Let's get right into the information. So before we get into the details on the sacral chakra, let's just go through what a chakra is for those of you who are not familiar. Now, a chakra is an energy vortex within our body that connects the universal energies to our physical body. So everyone has chakras. We have 7 major chakras and we have several minor chakras. Now, each chakra is associated with particular organs in our body, so specific physical functions. It's also connected to specific mental functions, emotional functions, and spiritual functions. So these chakras are very, very vital to our overall being, right? And so when our chakras are in balance, we are connected or tied in to the universal energies, and we are tapped into being able to heal ourselves on all levels. So chakra balancing and making sure your chakras are unblocked are very, very important for that reason alone. If we don't keep our chakras in balance, the other flip side to that is that we're out of harmony. So that's when we invite things like diseases into our physical bodies and emotional distresses. So about the sacral chakra in particular. Now, the sacral chakra is the second chakra in our 7 major chakras lineup. It is about 2 inches below your belly button. It is the chakra that's associated with the color orange. It is also associated with the element of water. And it is associated with the term I feel, okay? The sacral chakra is all connected to our sexual or reproductive organs. So this is how we express our sexuality. This is also how we express our creativity. This is also how we express our emotions, okay? So the sacral chakra is a very, very, very vital part of who we are and how we express ourselves and how we create, right? So having the sacral chakra in balance is of the utmost concern, and this is why we want to try to focus on this for this full moon. But again, if not for the full moon, just get it done because it will change your life. Now, when our sacral chakra is in balance, we have a natural flow of creative expression. We are in touch with our pleasure and sensuality. We express healthy sexuality and feelings. We maintain healthy relationships, and we feel at peace with abundance and have a good relationship with money. When our sacral chakra is unbalanced, we have difficulty expressing our feelings. We are out of touch with our sensual side. We are holding on to unprocessed anger. Our creativity is stifled. We end up having relationship issues, and these could be platonic relationship issues and romantic relationship issues. We end up having reproductive issues. We feel uncomfortable with our sexuality. We can carry feelings of shame and guilt. We have issues with money and abundance. We are either overemphasizing our material possessions or we're underemphasizing them. We get issues with power and control. We can have low self-esteem and codependency, okay? And I'm just gonna let you guys know right now, there were a lot of these things on this unbalanced list that I in particular have dealt with at one point or another. And maybe some of them I'm still, you know, kind of sort of dealing with a little bit here and there, but I didn't realize like how much of this was actually tied to the sacral chakra and that being blocked and out of balance. So these issues, if you're suffering from any of these things that I just listed or, you know, read off, then you definitely wants to be getting this ritual in to get your sacral chakra balanced, okay? Now, some of the physical symptoms that you can feel as a result of this unbalance is chronic back pain, and not full back pain, but more specifically lower back pain, sciatica, reproductive issues. So if you have fibroids, if you have cysts, or any other of these reproductive issues, that is a physical symptom of your sacral chakra being out of balance. Now, before I list off the rest of them, I will also say that a lot of the times when people hear sacral chakra, they think that it's only tied specifically or more so for women, and actually it's for men and for women. Men also, a lot of men have their sacral chakra blocked as well. So I just want to mention that. Some of the other physical symptoms that you can feel are pelvic pain, impotence or infertility, bladder or kidney problems, adrenal fatigue, hip pain, and weight issues. Now, you may be thinking like, okay, what actually causes the sacral chakra to get blocked? And a lot of the times it's usually tied to sexual abuse or trauma. So it doesn't even necessarily have to be sexual trauma. It could just be trauma in general. So those are the things that I wanted to list off just so you're aware of like how this actually really plays out for us every single day in our physical symptoms, and we don't even know why this pain or these diseases or this discomfort is even expressed through our physical body, okay? Now, let's talk about some of the ways that we can balance our sacral chakra, some of the things that we can do during our full moon ritual, okay? We have some crystals that work very well for balancing the sacral chakra, and usually these are your orange variety crystals, okay? So again, using that, color therapy, we can wear orange, we can use some of our orange power crystals, which I'll show you in a second, to help us balance the chakra. So some of them that you can use, I'll show you the first one, which is probably the best crystal that you can use for sacral chakra balancing. And this is carnelian, okay? This is like I said, this is the best one that you can use. It's going to give you a sense of strength and power, and carnelian is an amazing crystal. Just look it up and read all about it. But you can use that one. You can also use sunstone. And orange calcite. Some of the other ones that I don't have to show you, you can use amber, and you can also use moonstone. You can use really any orange variety stone. And what you want to do with these crystals is one practice to use. I mean, yes, you can wear it on your person and keep it with you, but a good way to utilize them is to go into your sacred space or a meditative space and actually lie down on your back and take the crystal and actually place it 2 inches below your belly button where your sacral chakra energy center is. And just picture in your mind that this crystal, the energy from it, is going in and balancing and healing that energy center. So that's a good way to utilize the crystals in balancing your chakra. Now, another thing that you can use is aromatherapy, essential oils that can be used, patchouli, sandalwood, orange, tangerine, bergamot, like those citrusy type of oils are very, very good for just helping again with balancing the chakra. Some of the herbs or flowers that you can use, and actually have one to show you here. This is probably the main one that I would recommend, and this is calendula, also known as marigold. Calendula is excellent, excellent, excellent for helping balance the sacral chakra area, okay? Another one is also cinnamon, fennel. There are quite a few if you want to look some of them up, but those are the three that I would definitely recommend using. Now, you can also, like I said with the stone, the crystals that you can use on your chakra, you can also use those essential oils and the herbs and the flowers, and you can make your own oils, and you can usually take this and just take a little bit and rub on your sacral chakra, like the 2 inches below your navel or your belly button, taking some of the oil and all the healing powers that are in the oil and actually rubbing it on that energy center, okay? So that is another way that you can utilize the oils and the herbs and the crystals and use them all in conjunction together to balance your chakra. Another thing that you can do is you can meditate with an orange light, or you can just meditate and literally as you close your eyes, you can picture an orange light literally traveling down to your body and healing and washing over that energy center. So that's another good way to balance your chakras, and you can do that with any of the chakras, not just the sacral chakra. You can do that with any chakra. You can also do specific yoga poses that are good for the sacral chakra. So look up some of those yoga poses. You can dance. You can do tantra, okay? So you can get more in touch with your sexuality. You can practice forms of creative expression if you like to write, if you like to draw, if you like to paint, if you like to make things. Those types of creative expressions will also help you, stimulate that chakra. You can do sacral chakra chanting. So there are specific chants that will help balance out that chakra, that energy center. One of the ones in particular is the chant VUM. So there are wonderful sacral chakra chanting and meditative tracks that you can listen to both on YouTube or you can download on the internet, but that is something that you also probably want to incorporate. You can use sound therapy, which is kind of tied to that, and you can use, if you have a crystal bowl, and I'm going to show you guys mine. This is my crystal bowl, and this is a D note bowl, and this is the note that is specifically for the sacral chakra. So you can literally play So you can literally play your crystal bowl, or if you have a brass singing bowl, whatever type of singing bowl you have, but specifically the D note one is tied to the sacral chakra, and those vibrations are going to help heal and balance. Like I felt that. I felt that in my soul. I felt that down in my bones, okay? So those types of vibrations, that sound therapy is going to also help as well. And you can also do certain mudras, right? Certain hand signs, certain poses where you hold your hands or in certain areas, those are healing mudras. So you want to look up some mudras that are tied specifically to sacral chakra balancing or healing. And the last thing that I would recommend is being near water or having some type of running water, so that if that's taking a bath, if that's going to sit by a lake or a river, I don't know if you guys can hear behind me, but I have a water fountain back there, and I'm always listening to the running flow of water. So even if you're putting it in live, or you're putting it on your headphones and you're listening to running water, trickling water, it's great to get by physical water, but if you can't, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? And so, you know, a shower, a bath, a stream, the trickle of water from the water fountain, that water, again, the sacral chakra is tied to the element of water. So water is going to be very healing for this energy center. Okay, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I hope that you are able to take some of the things that I've recommended or I've laid out, and that you're able to utilize this and use it in conjunction with that Scorpio full moon energy, which is going to help us go and deep dive into our emotional center, right? And that's tied to our sacral chakra, which is why we're talking about this. So I hope you guys are able to use the energy in order to balance out and heal your sacral chakras, especially if you've been feeling blocked creatively, or you've been feeling stifled emotionally, or whatever. This is definitely going to help you. And I want to hear, you know, your results with it. If you do go ahead and try this, like, let me know in the comments below, like, what kind of release that you had or what you've discovered. I know sometimes it's personal to some people and some people don't mind sharing. So if you're one of those who don't mind sharing, please do so. I know it helps other people in the community when they're reading the comments and they don't feel so alone, okay? Again, I want to reiterate that I am putting this out for the Scorpio full moon so that you can do this as a ritual, but you can do this anytime. You don't have to do it during a full moon or during the Scorpio full moon. You can do it anytime, okay? So I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.